the chain rule. In this video, I'm going to do two problems where I'm going to use the chain rule. Chain rule means if you have composition of two functions like this, f is a function of u and u is a function of x, then you can find the derivative of their composition by using this formula. So you can also write it down in different ways. For example, y is a function of u and u is a function of g of x. Then if you want to find the derivative of y with respect to x, first of all, find the derivative of y with respect to u and multiply that by derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, let's take one example here. This is the problem. Here u is the function of, not u, but okay, y is the function of x. Y is the function of x, which is sine to the power 5x, and we would like to write it down as a function of u so that we can use the chain rule. So they are asking us here what's supposed to be the value of u here. So what I can do is I can just pick u is sine x. So the base function is u. I can do that. U is sine x. And now my y would be u to the power 5 because I wanted to express y as a function of u and u is a function of x. So now to find the derivative of y using the chain rule, what is the chain rule? Chain rule says if y is a function of u and u is a function of x, then derivative of y with respect to x is derivative of y with respect to u times derivative of u with respect to x. In this case, because we use u as a sine x, so y is a u to the power 5. So the derivative of y with respect to u is, by using the power rule, it would be 5u to the power 4, and derivative of u with respect to x, u is this function, is cosine of x. Eventually, everything's supposed to be in term of x because this is just the intermediate steps here. So the value of this is 5 times u to the power 4, and value of this is cosine of x. But we don't take this as a final answer because u is just the notation we use here to make our problem simplified form. So just replace the value of u, which is sine to the power 4x cosine x. So that's our final answer. So this is 5 sine to the power 4x cosine x. That is the answer. Let's do one more problem here. I'm just picking a couple of two questions which will be helpful after the part one. In part one, we did a couple of different type of problem. So let's say here, this one, y is function of x times another function of x. So what we can do is, before we solve this problem, let's go back here. Whenever there is an exponential function, the derivative of exponential function is exponential function itself times whatever comes on the exponent, the derivative of that part. So here, this problem can be written as y equal f of x times g of x. It's a product of two different functions where f of x is 3 plus 12x and g of x is e to the power negative 4x. So finding the derivative of this function needs the product rule. Product rule is the derivative of the first function, leave the second function, plus leave the first function and find the derivative of the second function. So the derivative of the first function is the derivative of 3 plus 12x, which is 12. and just copy the second function, which is e to the power 4x. Copy the first function, which is 3 plus 12x. And derivative of the second function, keep in mind, second function is e to the power something. And if you go back and check your e to the power negative 4x, the derivative of this function according to this rule is just copy that exponential function and find the derivative of the exponent, which is in this case negative 4x, which is negative 4. That's the derivative of exponent. So we can use this fact here. It's e to the power negative 4x times negative 4. Now the rest is just a simplification. Okay, 12 e to the power negative 4x. Distribute this here, it would be negative 12 e to the power negative 4x. Negative 12 times 4 is 48 x e to the power negative 4x. So this is cancel out. The leftover is negative 48x, negative 48x e to the power negative 4x. That is the answer. Okay.